Sup, this is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode I want to tell you how my cell realignment machine can prevent an asthma attack, or if you have like difficulty breathing, for example, you know, this virus that we have, right? How my machine can prevent all that, you know, it allow you to still breathe. Anyway, but before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 49, right? I look pretty good. I sound pretty young, and, you know, I'm still very skinny. You know, so if you are interested in becoming physically immortal, you want to look like me when you're 50, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video, okay? Anyway, you know, yesterday I almost had an asthma attack. Okay, I don't know if it's I don't think it's the wrong foods that I ate. You know, because of this coronavirus thing, right? My friend who lived with me, he sort of we agreed, maybe we shouldn't go to a Chinese supermarket. There's too many Chinese, you know, because that was like almost a month ago. That was like when we first heard about the coronavirus, you know, and he and we both agree, maybe we should stop going to this Chinese supermarket. So I stopped buying rice. I used to buy lots of rice. But then, I don't know, I'm thinking, what should if I don't buy rice, because rice is the cheapest, you know. I mean, you know, bread is actually very expensive. If you go to the supermarket and you buy loaves of bread, right, you want to buy the good quality ones, those are actually very expensive. There's small ones for like $3 or $4. I mean, $3 on sale if you want to buy a quality one. So I decided, hey, I have a bread machine. I mean, I had it a long time ago. I don't really use it very much. You know, it's still working. So maybe I should take that out and start making my own bread. And that is one of the best choice I have ever made in my entire life. You know, because I ordered some yeast. Right, it's only $10 shipped to my door from Amazon. Dry yeast, you know, and then I started buying flour, you know, just a few cups of flour, you know, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast, and voila, you know, big loaf of bread, and it's not bad tasting and everything, but ever since I started eating bread, right, eating homemade bread, my asthma, like, I don't have any more asthma symptoms. It's just really amazing. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is this, okay? My machine, yesterday, I almost had an asthma attack, and I don't know where it came from. Usually, if I eat the wrong foods, you know, for example, if I eat too many, if I go to supermarket, I buy supermarket bread, you know, there's preservative on supermarket bread. That's the reason why they last on shelves, you know. If you try making homemade bread, you give it a try. Your homemade bread, you will see mildew. You will see mildew on top of your bread within 3 days. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you add like vinegar inside your dough, you will see mildew. You will see mold on top of your bread within 3 days, because it has no preservative. You understand, 100% natural. If you buy like supermarket bread, it causes. I can't eat that shit, man. If I eat that stuff, I'm gonna have an asthma attack. I don't know why. See, I try to fix my asthma attack, but until the machine really did help. The ultrasonic mist maker and everything, the machine really did help. But look, until now, I just, you know, right now I just face it. You know, I do have some injury inside my bronchial airway. Okay. So it doesn't matter how much I try to fix it, there's still some injury. So right now, I just face the fact, you know, I have asthma. So I have to be very careful what I eat, you know. But ever since I started baking my own bread, I can eat almost anything I want, you know. I eat bacon every day, legs, you know, bread, very, very little potatoes. And I stopped buying Chinese rice. I realized that home-baked bread is even better than rice. It's cleaner, and it gives absolutely no asthma symptom at all, you know. So ever since I changed my diet to eating only home-baked bread, the asthma simply go away. I mean, I could eat whatever I want nowadays. I can eat beef, pork, whatever. As long as I eat bread, as long as I eat the bread that I made myself, then what I'm trying to say is yesterday suddenly when I was sleeping, it's like in the middle of the night, okay, suddenly I started feeling, it's like, hey, my breathing is weird, but luckily I have my machine, okay? I have my machine right beside my head, it's like 8 inches beside my head. So what happened is the machine sends so much energy, so it sends so much electron into the lung, right? It's high voltage and high pressure. So even if like something is trying to cause an asthma attack, it can't. It'll die out. It will die out because of the machine. See, without the machine, it's sort of like without the machine, the asthma attack is sort of like you're inside an empty bar, And then two customers, they're fighting. They're fighting, and then they start throwing chairs. They start to throw beer bottle, and they fuck up the whole bar. Two persons, they fighting, and then they fuck up the whole bar. It's sort of like that. But with the machine sends so much electrons into my body. It sends so much electron into my lungs. Suddenly, it's like the bar is like full of people. There's so many people. The bar is cramped. It's crowded with people. And these two people, they have argument. They cannot even fight because the bar is so crowded that they cannot even move their arms and legs. So eventually, what happened is yesterday I felt, some shit is trying to start my asthma, or some shit is trying to create difficulty for me to breathe. But luckily, I have the machine on. It's just 8 inches beside me. And there's so much pressure from the machine, right? There's so much high pressure of electrons, it's high voltage, And not high voltage, but high voltage for my body, you understand? This is only 9 volts. But it sends so much electron, it's considered high voltage for my body. There's so much electrons, circulating that whatever is trying to cause an asthma, or trying to cause me difficulty breathing, or trying to cause inflammation for my lung, it dies out. It basically, it lasted for like half an hour, then it just dies out. It's sort of like somebody is trying to start a forest fire, like setting a tree or a branch on fire, but then, I don't know, but then the surrounding is like all protected, Somebody it's like the surrounding is very wet, or the surrounding is being painted with fire retardant paint, and the whatever the fire is, it just basically would die out. Eventually, it just dies out, But without my machine, whatever I felt yesterday, okay, it was trying to start an asthma attack, or trying to fuck up my lung, trying to like start inflammation. It's somewhere. It's not the stuff that I usually feel. I usually feel I have upper respiratory problem, This time I felt it's lower. It's trying to start some shit in my lung, like deep down in my lung, I felt that. But then eventually it died out because of the machine. It's high pressure, sending so much electrons that it's keeping my lung tissue intact, you understand? And the thing is it's trying to start something. It's trying to start some kind of chemical reaction, but eventually it just died out. It died out, and then suddenly I felt normal again. But I felt pretty normal even if I felt something is trying to cause inflammation. I still can breathe very normally because of all the pressure that my machine is sending into the lung. It kept my lung intact. It kept my lung tissue intact. So it's sort of like you're driving a car with good tires. There's lots of air inside the tire, then you don't feel any bumps. But then if you're driving a car with a leaky tire, and then suddenly, the road is not smooth anymore. So my lung is sort of like my tire. When I pump lots of air into my lung, I mean lots of electron using the machine, right? Then my lung can function normally, even if there's problem, even some virus or whatever is trying to cause problem, I still could breathe very normally. But I felt the pressure though. I felt something is wrong. I felt that I'm under attack. But I trust the machine. The machine is keeping it, it's sending lots of pressure into my body, so it's keeping the function normal, And then eventually it just died out. And then guess what? And then 1 hour later, I tried to start again. This time I felt it's my upper respiratory system. It tried to start again. And then it died out again. It was in 50. But without the machine, I would have an asthma attack. Without the machine, last night, I would have an asthma attack. I would. Because I could imagine, without the machine, it's just anything who try, because I do have asthma, I do have injury in my bronchial airway, So whatever is trying to start some shit in my lung, it's going to become very successful. It will ruin my lung, like, within one night, But luckily, I have the machine on, so without all that pressure, it didn't really do much damage. It eventually just died out. And then I felt tingling. I felt healing in my throat. Bam, bam, bam. I can feel it. Bam, 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 bam. Few times. And then it just became normal. So, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. Maybe it's my own asthma. Maybe I ate something wrong. Maybe last night I ate too much pasta sauce. I don't know. But I should be okay. I mean, ever since I switched to a home-baked bread, I didn't have that. I didn't have the asthma thing, So I don't know what I ate wrong last night. Maybe it was a different brand of beer. I was trying a different brand of beer. I don't know, but all I know is this, the machine avoided, prevented an asthma attack, because it's so near my body. So I actually think this machine can maybe one day, replace their ventilators. The ventilator are very expensive, right? Very difficult to build, right? Maybe one day they can just build my machine. It might replace the ventilators. But anyway, I talked too long this time. Anyway, hope you guys like my video. I'll talk to you guys later.